Alright, well, welcome back, folks, to another GTA Online commentary. I've kind of thought about this one for a while, and this time I actually figured, I might as well, just do like the Team Buddies and starting with obviously the first of the 6 series. So let's get on to it then. Yeah, like yeah, this one was actually like, I'm not gonna lie, like, if I could re-record this, I probably would. And because it really was interesting, like, holy shit, like, you know how, like, I've always wanted big deathmatches with small groups. Like, the most you'd be able to achieve with that is maybe 4 people, like, for every team. But now we can go upwards with that. I think it goes high 7 people per team. And I probably should have capped it at like 28 and that, but seeing as at that point I knew people would easily quite at least like 2 and above, I figured I might as well just leave it as it is. Get more people with a chance to join, But yeah, it was genuinely really interesting in that. Now you'll probably know about all these death matches. One thing that I found to be you'll probably see here, but basically the way I started these death matches was actually from the fact that I wanted to try and recreate the Team Buddies kind of feeling. And the way I did that is I create 5 different kinds of things you can pick up, like weapons pickups. Always add the light weapons, which in this case is a combat pistol. That's you always start with a light weapon, and although we're following Team Buddy logic, you'd start with nothing. You'd have to pick up these weapons, but decided not to be that cruel. The medium weapon, I'd say, was the pump shotgun, and I figured that was pretty good. And then for the heavy weapon, I figured that'd be the RPG. And this actually, you might think this is just random swordsman. No, this actually to some extent follows the weapons from Team Buddies. And although some worlds are fairly difficult to do this on, like for example, World 3 had flame weapons, and the only flame weapon I could find was a Molotov. And if there was a flamethrower, I definitely would have fucking added that. And other worlds kind of follow similar problem as well, and but yeah, for this one the grenade I figured would be tear gas, because it was modern setting and all that. But yeah, I would say that with regards to the Team Buddy series, the only two that I've got the idea already set out for a Rubber Jungle. That's World 7, but the problem is that the 2 worlds I've yet to do are World 5, that being Chilling Fields, and World 8's Lunar Moon. Now, the reason I say that is because World 5, well, Chilling Fields, snowy weather, that would have been possible if there was a way to recreate, snowy weather. But unfortunately, I don't get why they haven't done that. Like, that would be perfect. Like, say for example, it could be just say some random field out in Los Santos. As long as it looks convincing enough with snowy weather, that could easily be where I set Chilling Fields. And but it needs to have the snowy weather. And if it doesn't, then it kind of ruins the effect. And there's another big thing I was wanting to talk about here. Yeah, you probably notice all those weird fences and that, right? Well, those fences, even though they kind of look like they're supposed to be there, they're actually not. Like, each and every one of them was put by me. But you may be thinking, well, that looks fairly small, for like a prop to be climbed over, especially in comparison to the trailer props. So you probably wondered, why am I using that? Well, about the part where you say you can climb it over, well, with these props, it's a bit funny. Like, these are props that you pretty much cannot climb over at all. The only way you can get over them is you have to actually jump over them. And that's to say you get somewhere higher and you actually jump over the damn thing. And instead of like getting onto it, latching on and climb over it. That's because, well, I think there's 2 versions of this. So there's a normal fence that you see, and the ones that can be climbed, and then you get these barbed wire fences, and that are pretty much unclimbable. Like, there's just no way you can climb them at all. And that's one of the main reasons why I was able to do some of these death matches, particularly Team Buddies one, which is a bit more lucrative. And let's just say, like, I would never in a million years be able to do this on PS version. And were it not for that fence, I probably wouldn't be able to do a good few areas in PS4 version either. Despite the fact, well, you know, we've got double the props. Because yeah, this is probably one of the biggest isolated areas I've ever done. Like, ever. Even rivaling some of the other ones like Motel Massacre and Beach Calamity. And, you know, amongst maybe some others. And I'm not sure about Naval Catastrophe, you know, because that's like a water deathmatch. Yeah, that's something I will have to cover at some point, because that's probably one of the few unique deathmatches, you know, that I've yet to do, but oh, that'll be an interesting one to cover. But yeah. Oh, but yeah. Also, apparently someone sent mercenaries against me, yeah. I just noticed it with that red dot. Yeah, someone had sent mercenaries against me. Huh. Not real sure about that, but oh well. But anyway, yeah. One thing about the deathmatches I try to do is I try to make them, you know, at least interesting enough to people. Like, I don't want to try and like, a lot of the deathmatches I see are uncreative either because they're just craply designed, or they have the unfair principle of basically whoever gets such and such weapon or vehicle first dominates others. I don't want to follow that. If I am going to follow that, I'll try to put a unique spin in it. Like, for Nevada Brawl and Urban Warfare, those two did follow that principle, but I tried to put a bit more spin. Like, say, Urban Warfare had 5 tanks alongside a bunch of buzzards, and I think there was at least a dozen or some outside, so it kind of evened up the playing field a bit. Whereas in Nevada Brawl, there was 3 tanks, but they were isolated to like sectors, so you couldn't just drive all over the place. And you know, although the funny thing is about said sectors, yeah, basically sectors A, B, and C, and you know, you get to be able to like between A to B and B to C, but you can't get between A to C. So it meant that B was actually the most valuable, even though you started on sector A, and with a fucking tank staying right in front of you. So most people are just generally going to be distracted. Like, they think, oh, we've got this really good tank and I can dominate everybody. Whereas they don't realise there's 2 more tanks. And you know. Oh. And I'm surprised I didn't cover that, because that would have been kind of half interesting at least. That and maybe say Street Riot, but that's when I can cover them with my new characters. And I maybe revisit them or something. But yeah. I would say that perhaps probably like, yeah, if you've seen my PC like coverage commentaries, yeah, you'll probably know, like, with regards to how favourable some of the death matches were. Like, I HQ Pandemonium, which I will definitely be covering pretty damn soon, is something that I regard very highly, and it's funny because, you know, like, it's not just me, it's actually for once people actually agree with it, you know, like, at one point it got 9 likes to 1 dislike, although that was only about around, I think it had about around 150 to 180 plays, so maybe that wasn't so, you know, like, accurate an opinion, but honestly, it actually disappoints me, like, how over the months it fell down to just being a quote-unquote good deathmatch, when at one point it was actually a fucking perfect. Nah, you know, like, you know, this is, oh yeah, that's another thing about it, yeah. When I do my new characters, I will be doing a new entire set list. Like, I don't think I will ever be covering the my other characters list ever again, and you know, which is unfortunate, but that's life, you know. But I just feel like it would perhaps be, I don't know, more appropriate, but also that would take, like, I mean, even like in, say, the early stages, that would take ages, but well. But yeah, general chaos is what this deathmatch is. General fucking chaos. You'll probably notice that at this point, like, yeah, I think there's actually more matches I've lost than those that I've won. And I don't know if it's because I've been put up with incompetent teammates, but seriously, that seems to be the case. I'm actually the only one usually in the team that's fairly competent, more often than not, and I end up fucking losing. And now because shitty teammates make our team lose, and but yeah. And look at that, we're a 3rd fucking place. Oh, that wasn't fun. Oh, was it? No, wait, never mind. We were second place, and I don't know why they've done it. I thought that, no, but yeah. And then we've got the other one, Insane Planes, and this one's another fairly interesting one. Yeah, this time it's set in the village kind of thing. You know, staying true to the Team Buddies thing, because that's the thing. And I mean, if anyone here's played Team Buddies, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about with regards to this. Because I think with me, I felt like there wasn't really much good settings of you know, things that were like really interesting from a multi-team perspective, not just like one team against the other. And so it's like the halfway point between a deathmatch and a team deathmatch, because obviously you know, I wouldn't say like a huge group, you're not a small group either, but you're also having to worry about other teams that, you know, could easily overwhelm you. But the fact that you've got 3 other teams to worry about, and that while you're a small group yourself, that's what makes it rather interesting. And you know, but yeah, I have to admit, GT Online, it's actually something that, you know, like, honestly, see, ever since my main account got permanently banned, and it's been killing me, because I've honestly wanted to go back to GT Online and play just that, you know. It's just yeah, I was trying to think that actually, you know, another thing that what was I saying? Yeah, another thing that actually got to me. Yeah, now for a year and a bit, and yeah, I've been joined up with the crew, the FIB, and yeah, that was the main crew that I was with for pretty much the duration of, you know, my time on GT Online. But now that, you know, now that I'm more or less having to start over again, I feel like I'd probably have to like start again, and you know, which is unfortunate, but you know, but I think that's probably what I'll do, and you know, like, yeah, that's something I'll probably have to work on and just try and figure out. But is it impossible? No, of course not. You know, I can start over again, and perhaps with my knowledge, yeah, because of how I was a bit of a naive dumbass, and until I started death matches on GT Online, before, see, honestly, before then, I thought the 2 biggest way of getting money was either racing, which was really difficult to do, because I tried the normal races, and yeah, I thought I'd be competent, but no, actually, I think there was only maybe a couple of races I did first place in, even the ones that like big ones. But yeah, it was weird, because I mean with GT4, I mean, obviously I wasn't a racing pro, but usually after a I would get first place, and that's usually only when like you got like proper clans in that I would struggle to be first place, or even the top 3 for that matter. But generally I was a pretty competent racer, so eventually I ditched the idea in favour of parachuting, which I found that I was actually quite good at. So I kind of stuck with that for a while, even though it gave me shit money. Like, I'm talking about like the best parachuting missions can only give you like say 4k per go. Even though I had the idea that eventually I kind of like maybe say get 4k every 5 or 6 minutes and that kind of thing. I thought that was decent money, and but no, as it turns out, doing deathmatch is not only more enjoyable, but it gives you at least triple that money, even though it takes about 10 minutes, and it takes a bit of time to set up. But yeah, with the PS4 versions, that money, you know, comes even bigger. Like, there's just a huge gap, and I often wonder, you know, I don't know if the PS3 version will be updated as well, like if they'll get more money from that, or if that's just a PS4 thing. But yeah, because of the fact that my secondary account, Lewis Wilson, doesn't have any PS Plus subscription yet, won't be able to join PS4 till say near the end of the year, and you know, which I do plan to go back on. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to. Oh boy, though, but it's just the fact that, yeah, honestly, it's like, in a way I do miss GT Online, but honestly, not all of it's lost. Like, actually, there's still a fair bit like I can go back to. Like, say, of the multiplayer jobs that I ever created. Like, until April 2013, I can at least say with confidence that they'll stay. Beyond that though, I have no idea, because Sony's a bit funny when it comes to permanent ban accounts, because they'll say that, you know, they'll keep the account because my email address is blacklisted, but then they say that after your account's inactive for 2 years, we have the obligation to delete it. And yeah, if that was the case, I mean, I hadn't mind, I had a friend called a Brazilian now who I met right near like the first month of me playing PSN, and the thing with him was he actually went off like real early. Like, I'm talking about he was what was it? Yeah, he was just playing Splinter Cell Double Agent, and I think about towards the beginning of August of 2008, yeah, he pretty much never came back on again. And I fucking added him, like, it was way more than just 3 years, so not even just 2, not 3, not even 4, I think it was about around 4.5 to nearly 5 years I added him. And that till I deleted him sometime in 2013. And you know, but honestly, I kept holding on to him till very near the end. And you know, like, I figured maybe he'd come back on someday, but nah, he never did. But the funny thing is that I don't know how the whole deletion process works. Like, when they quote unquote delete your account, what do they delete exactly? Because that's a process I'm still unfamiliar with. And honestly, as long as the third party content is left to, you know, third party developers, you know, like, because I often wonder who's really in charge. Like, say it's Rockstar in charge of their content that's produced on PSN, or is Sony responsible for the people who create content on other games? You know, it's a funny good area of sorts, but you know, well, as long as I don't get permanently banned again, I won't have to worry about that in any future scenarios. But oh boy. It's just unfortunate and that, you know, but I don't know. So I'll make it in the end. It's just going to be a pain in the ass just to start up all over again, but well, but yeah, overall, yeah, as you see here with this is only 2 Team Buddy videos I had. I was trying to, well, I remember one of the last things I was trying to do on GTA Online was actually trying to get a Dirtbox Desert Deathmatch set up, and like, because I was going to do that and Droopy Woods, and then following that I would finish up Rubber Jungle, do the what was the 6th word called? And Ori-Mental Peaks and Rubber Jungle. Then, if I ever got the chance to do Chilling Fields and Luna Moon, those 2 I'd cover as well. Unfortunately, though, yeah, I never got the chance, and yep. Well, at least the good thing is I'll be able to do, like, well, soon if I complete Rubber Jungle with my guy, and I'll be able to at least do the next 4 as well, and that's so at least that's not too bad. But yeah, that will have to wait till near the end of the year, because, like I said, PS4 is PS Plus members only, like when it comes to multiplayer, and I'm not intending on getting a subscription until near the end of the year. And that, so, yeah, but I suppose that's maybe for the better, because it gives me time to build up my characters, because I'm actually trying to recall here, like, how long it took for Cassidy to get to 120, and I don't think it took very long, like, maybe at most 3.5 months, but yeah, it came across very quickly, you know, like, really, really quick. But yeah, I would say that overall, yeah, and I have ideas for the future, and you know, those ideas will come to fruition when I come back on GTA Online. You know, some might have to wait, but others will definitely come in that, you know. But there we go. Team Buddies. Yeah. Still done shit, by the way. I think that's a bit worse this time. But yeah, there we have it. Team Buddies for GTA Online. Oh yeah, by the way, the one on the screen tends to be a bit funny at times. Like, it'll actually miss out certain people. Now I don't know why that is, but oh well. But yeah, as you'll see, yeah, we did 2nd worst. Yeah, that wasn't very fun, but oh well. Alright, well, I suppose I'll see you the next time in the next commentary. Till then, folks.